Hello. In today's module, we will be talking about behavioral science approach. So let's see what exactly is behavioral science approach. It is a refined form of human relations approach. This approach focuses on individual behavior, group behavior, job design, motivation, leadership, and communication. This approach basically emerged in the later years of 1940s, and this approach is the basis of the management principle or the discipline that we study, which is organizational behavior. But this approach, it cannot be applied universally to all the organizations. That is its limitation. So, all the organizations which operate in different social, religious, and cultural background, we cannot apply this approach universally to all these organizations. Now, let's see who are the contributors to behavioral science approach. Frederick Herzberg is one of the contributors. Abraham Maslow is another contributor to behavioral science approach. We also have Douglas McGregor, David McClelland, Rensis Likert, and many more. But these are the major contributors to this particular behavioral science approach. Now let's see what exactly was the contribution given by Abraham Maslow. Now everybody knows that Abraham Maslow gave the very famous need hierarchy chart. So in this chart, we basically study five different levels. That is, at the base, we have the physiological level, then we have the safety level, then we have the love and belonging, esteem level, and then the self actualization. So, as one need gets satisfied, the person moves towards the higher need. So, the highest need or the highest motivator is basically self actualization. We will be studying this particular Maslow hierarchy of needs in greater detail in another module. Now let's see the other contributors, that is Frederick Herzberg. So he gave Herzberg's two-factor theory. Now two-factor theory talks about two important principles. One is the motivators and the other are the hygiene factors. Now, according to Frederick Herzberg, improving the satisfier or the motivating factors, basically it increases the job satisfaction, and improving the hygiene factors basically decreases job dissatisfaction. Now, among the motivators, which basically increase job satisfaction, things or factors considered are achievement, recognition, responsibility, work itself, advancement, and personal growth. Whereas the hygiene factors, which basically decrease the job dissatisfaction, these include working conditions, co worker relationship, policies and rules, supervisor quality, base wage, and salary. So, one should work on the hygiene factors to basically decrease job dissatisfaction, and one should work on motivator factors to increase job satisfaction. The third contributor to behavioral science approach is Douglas McGregor. Now, McGregor gave theory X and theory Y. Now, according to theory X, these managers they believe that employees they need to be controlled, they don't like work, they need to be pushed to be more productive, they need incentive schemes, and they have to be directed to do things that they don't enjoy. Whereas theory Y managers they believe that employees want to be involved, can think for themselves and make decisions, share ownership of tasks, will find work more rewarding if given responsibility and a variety of tasks, have good ideas, can engage in some level of self management. So, that is how he classified theory X and theory Y. Another contributor to behavioral science approach is David McClelland. Now, according to McClelland, he gave a very important needs theory. Now, according to him, managers have three types of needs. One is the need for power, under which they desire to influence or control others. They like to be responsible and have authority over others. Another need is the need for achievement, that is, the desire to accomplish something difficult, attain high standards of success, master complex tasks, and surpass others. And another need is of affiliation, that is, to desire to form close personal relationships and friendships and avoid conflict. So, according to him, in every organization, a person has these three needs, that is, the need for power, need for achievement, and need for affiliation. Another contributor is Rensis Likert. Now, Likert gave the very famous 5-point scale, also known as Likert scale, which is widely used in various research studies. Now, behavioral science approach it believes that organization is a socio-economic and a technical system. A variety of factors influence interpersonal and group behavior of people in the organizations. It also believes that individuals working in an organization have goals which may differ from organizational goals. So, individual goals may differ from organizational goals. Conflict, it is inevitable, we cannot remove it from the organization. Individuals, they have different personality, they differ in their attitude, belief, and perception. So, an organization does not include individuals who are alike. Motivated workers, they are the key to productivity. So, we need to motivate workers to get more productivity out of them. High performance can be achieved by self direction and control. So, we do not need to direct them, they need to be self directed. And an open and trusting organizational climate, it basically improves productivity. Now, there is a difference between human relations approach and behavioral science approach. So, let us see what is the major difference. In human relations approach, the emphasis is on individual needs, whereas in behavioral science approach, the emphasis is on group behavior and individual motivation. Human relations approach, it assumes that organization is a social system, whereas behavioral science approach, it assumes that organization is a socio-technical economic system. Human relations approach, it assumes workers are not scientifically verifiable, whereas behavioral science approach, it assumes that workers are scientifically verifiable. Human relations approach believes that all workers have similar set of needs, whereas behavioral science approach, it assumes individuals are different and their need structure is very dynamic. Now, human relations approach, it originated from Hawthorne studies, but behavioral science approach, it emerged from the refinement of human relations approach. I hope this video was helpful for you. So please like, share and subscribe.